So, this episode's gonna be again an episode without any video, actually. So, I am this time sitting in my bed, and I actually should not be doing this. So, I should not be doing this. I actually don't want to get up, but I have to. And I'm gonna sit in front of my closet. Open it. And there is actually multiple reasons for doing that. One reason is that I'm probably having better audio here. The second reason is that I can probably be a little bit louder since I'm further away from the door. And third of all, my bed is not the place I should record at or in or whatever, because this is where I should be sleeping or having sex or just doing other things. And it is not for recording. And I don't want to just have my brain, or I don't want my brain to have a connection with my bed and just recording and work and whatnot. Because at this point in time, I'm only sitting in my bed for sleeping and meditating. So it's just deeply associated with relaxation, sleeping, recovery, and all of those things. And this is an amazing thing, and it is indeed something that I can highly suggest everyone to think about and also to keep in mind. Not only with your bed or your bedroom, if you do have the luxury of having a bedroom, but also other places, like maybe not necessarily working in the kitchen, not necessarily working in other spaces where you just should have other associations with this particular place. But of course, for some people that do not have the luxury of having a bedroom and whatnot, room-wise, it could be a little bit difficult. I also do have one room, but therefore, I just really try to not use my bed for anything else. I wasn't reading in my bed. Of course, this could be a nice thing, and this could be a great thing, and convenient and comfortable. But yeah, I just want my bed to be the place that I am relaxing in. And and I think that I've actually done that over the years, kind of automatically, somehow. But yeah, it is really something to consider because it might help you with your sleep. Because of course, if you just lay down, your brain knows, okay, now it is time to sleep. Or if you sit, now it is time to meditate. But if you're just constantly doing something else, like watching movies and just doing other shit in your bed, then there is association with this particular place that you maybe do not want to have if you actually want to sleep. So let's actually keep that in mind. I actually didn't want to talk about that in this episode, and I do consciously also have to make sure that I'm not whispering, because I tend to do that when I'm not just sitting in front of my computer, and I would actually really like to sit in front of my computer now, but I do want to respect the time and sleep and recovery of my family members, because it is actually fairly late. Might actually be one of the latest episodes that I've ever recorded up to this point. I think we're having it 10:30 p.m. After me recording, I actually gotta have to meditate because I've forgotten about that today, unfortunately, or I didn't really find the time. So I'm gonna have a 10-minute session, then I'm gonna watch some YouTube and relax a bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed and sleep a little tiny bit longer today. Still gonna get up at 7 a.m. But even if I just go to bed at, midnight or maybe even 1 a.m., I'm still gonna get 7 hours, 6 hours, which is just totally fine. And I also thought about tomorrow having my cheat day, since I'm gonna work out tomorrow, which is gonna kind of mitigate the amount of quote unquote damage that I have. And this is actually quite the main point. Like tomorrow I'm gonna work out and I'm probably gonna take a bike ride, but I do have to check the weather. And I don't know, like on Monday I'm gonna have my new job finally, in terms of actually practicing it, because up to this point I was just only kind of learning how to do things. And yeah, if I really kind of overdo it with eating just whatever I want to eat on Sunday, which is quite my normal day to have my cheat day, then yeah, I don't know. It's not that of a nice thing if I'm in a new place and everything's fucked up. But maybe, just maybe, it is just a way of myself and my brain and my subconscious mind to get some pleasure, some sort of. Because yeah, the whole week I've been actually eating really cleanly. In terms of, I've actually not been eating any fruits because of carbs, because I wanted to see how it is affecting me and stuff like that. And I do see a difference, but it is not that of a big deal. It is, I see it, I feel better, but it could also be due to me working out better and me just once again being more serious, quote unquote, about working out and not just working out harder. It is in general a pretty difficult thing, What is the reason for why I'm looking not that good as I've been looking like a month ago? Maybe it is too much working out, that you actually need rest, which is something that I think I could use, Is it too less activity? Aren't you working out hard enough or long enough or as much as you should? Or is it about eating? Are you eating too many carbs? Are you eating too less carbs? Are you eating too much fat? Are you eating too many calories? I'm eating too less calories. Like, there's so many different variables in this whole thing that it is an insane thing. And I don't know, like, it is also bothering me quite a bit because, 3 to 4 months or something like that ago, I've been in the shape of my life. I've been in really amazingly great shape, but I also do have to say that I've been working out for 1.5 to 3 hours a day, and also eating was on point. I was eating and by the way, I've also not been any oatmeal or any oats for just up to today, actually, for quite a week. Like on Sunday I've had my last one, probably, and yeah, I don't know, I feel quite good, to be honest. I actually feel pretty awake, even though my sleep schedule is and has been not that good during the week, just because of work and me just not being at home for quite some time and stuff like that. So to really get everything done that I want to get done, I had to reduce the amount of sleep, unfortunately, that I'm having, which is definitely something that I cannot suggest. Please don't do that. It is dumb. It really is dumb. But yeah, the whole bodybuilding sport is pretty difficult, and of course it is not easy. And I do think that the most difficult part is that it is quite a full-time job and it is a full-time thing. And I don't know, I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I do want to look good, and I also want to feel good, and I also want to be healthy. And I don't know, so far I do have to say that I'm quite a healthy person as far as I can tell. But getting tired now. But yeah, it is quite boring me a bit if I just put so much work and so much effort and so much thought into this whole thing, and I just don't see the results. And yeah, of course, it's been a week, not that much. I shouldn't be expecting too much, but also a week of really eating clean should maybe show me more. Maybe it's actually too clean. I don't know. As I said, there are so many variables, and I do have to play around a little bit to see what the reason is. And it is quite of an difficult thing to do, I would say. But anyway, something else that I do want to talk about is balance. Having balance in life, having the balance between, I'm going to eat very clean and then very amazingly just bodybuilding-ish, so that I get to my goals and so that everything is going to be fine and whatnot. But on the other hand, you also need to have some balance in terms of, when it is about eating, okay, there's going to be one day, or there's going to be one cheat meal a day. And, the thing is, I believe and I think that if you have figured out the whole process, then it is fairly fine. I mean, Athlean X, you might know him, YouTuber, fitness YouTuber, also personal trainer as far as I remember. And he's just adding whipped cream to quite fucking everything, just because calorie wise it doesn't change that much. It's not doing that much to his food, and so he's in really great shape and really athletic shape and very lean, amazingly lean. And he's still doing that, and he's also still eating his oatmeal and stuff like that. So it's there's so many variables, and you for yourself have to figure out how the process is, or how you're able to have this process long term. Because of course, me doing it for 1 week and then just, stopping because it is way too much and it's way too difficult is not good. Like there's going to be some short-term benefits and some short-term value, but there is no long-term value, something that we really want to go for. And on the other hand, I also think about just working out less, not just killing myself, because it just might be quite unnecessary. But I don't know. Rest is definitely something that I can suggest. If you're just hitting a plateau, rest for a week, or maybe just some days, or maybe just have very light workouts, just to feel better about yourself or something. Which I think can really help as well, to create the sensitivity again and the responsiveness of your muscles, if this makes sense. I don't actually know, but to really feel it once again, there's many great articles about that and how to get into training once again when you have stopped, and what to do when you're hitting a plateau, and also what to do when you, for example, don't get a pump. Never ever. Like, there is many different things that people are writing and talking about, which is just amazing, which just shows once again that we are living in a very special time and a very cool time, because we do have all the information that we need and also actually want to have. So it's quite of an amazing thing, and I just totally appreciate that. Balance. Also balance in terms of working out. You can't work out every single day, at least not as hard and not as long, because you do need the rest. You do need to recover. It's an inevitable thing, because if you don't rest and if you don't just care about your body and recovery, then you're not going to be able to push as hard the next time, and this is going to increase, and once you have an injury, everything is quite fucked. Including sleep, by the way. Something that might also be one of the reasons why I am not that happy with the shape I am in at this point in time. But anyway, various different things, and just such a lot of things to keep in mind and consider, stuff like that. And I do really honestly have to say that I respect all of those competition bodybuilders that are indeed then as well also having a little bit of time pressure, I assume, and planning everything out and whatnot is probably like just not that easy. Actually quite difficult. I gotta just have to check the time. Okay, it's fine. It is really fine. Why do you also need balance in life? Probably also relationships, like always hanging out with this one person. Yeah, it is gonna get boring, and there's so many different things that where you need balance, whether it is working, resting, eating, working out, relationships, family, just whatever you're doing, you need that balance. You need the balance of doing this and doing something else, or doing this and then doing something else. Whether it's about eating very clean, or no, this time I'm gonna eat something else. I don't want to say that just cheat meals mean, or cheat days mean, that you really have to kill yourself. No, It's also not what I am doing. I'm still eating very healthy, but I'm eating some things that I would normally not eat due to just, high calories, or maybe it's not as healthy as it could be, or it's just, I actually don't know. It's just something that I once started and I'm now just doing. But most often it's calorie wise. Like, okay, why should I add extra calories? Why should I? What's the benefit of that? Why should I be doing this? And yeah, I'm actually looking very forward to tomorrow. It's always a very relieving day, I gotta have to say, even though I do like it more to have it on Sunday, because on Sunday I'm also not working out. The only day on which I'm not working out, which also is a pretty nice feeling. And it makes sense, if you're not working out and you're also like just really eating different things which could, I don't know, like which are high in calories and whatnot, then you're also not burning it and stuff like that. So it's also not a good idea in that case as well, or in that sense as well. But yeah, I'm gonna end this episode there. Yeah, I wish you best health, of happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're gonna remind yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person, then being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. 3 questions that I'm gonna have for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully gonna show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. One last question that I'm having for you is: what could you in particular say to another person that is really indeed gonna change their life and how they're feeling about things? Because I totally believe from the bottom of my heart that we all can say something that is indeed gonna change somebody's life, and it's gonna change somebody's attitude, or maybe just day or second or maybe month or even lifetime. But yeah, with that being said, I really do have to thank you for being here and listening to what I have to say. I totally appreciate it. Maybe I'm gonna see you the next time. So yeah, bye. Please stay safe. And I also do really hope from the bottom of my heart, like so deeply, that your family is safe as well, and that everyone is okay, and that everything is also gonna be okay in the future as well. So yeah, gonna see you the next time. Bye, and I wish you the best from the bottom of my heart.